All right, welcome to CMP352, Unlock Cost Efficiency with AWS Graviton Savings Dashboard. Today we're going to explore how this dashboard will help you uncover actionable insights into AWS Graviton. So whether you are using Graviton or you're just starting, this dashboard will help you identify your current and future potential Graviton savings. Hi, my name is Rosa Corley, and I'm a Senior Cloud FinOps Architect here at AWS.
Hi everyone, I'm Rajni Guptan and I'm a Senior Technical Account Manager at AWS.
Our team has helped numerous organizations to help further organize and visualize and understand the impact of current and future Graviton adoption. So with a show of hands, who here is already using Graviton? Wonderful. And who feels confident they're maximizing their Graviton savings? All right, that's good. Well, whether you're just exploring or you're starting to look into it, today's session will reveal the opportunities to optimize your cloud spend by using Graviton. So we'll start with a quick overview of AWS Graviton, dive into the Graviton Savings Dashboard and explore its features, demonstrate the tool in action, and show you how to get started. By the end of this session, you'll have a clear roadmap into your Graviton adoption journey. So let's think of the Graviton Savings Dashboard as your modern GPS. Your GPS right now shows you your current location, your fastest route, and that potential traffic ahead. Well, similar will be with the Graviton Dashboard. We'll show you exactly where your savings are today, where the untapped opportunities exist, as well as provide you clear, actionable paths to adopting Graviton. So why does this matter? Most organizations are only capturing a fraction of their potential Graviton savings. Now, before we dive into the dashboard, let's quickly review why Graviton is such a game changer. With 40% better price performance and up to 60% greater energy efficiency compared to x86 instances, Graviton offers compelling benefits for a wide range of workloads. These aren't just numbers. They translate directly to your bottom line and your sustainability goals. Now, to help you capitalize on these advantages, we've developed a powerful visualization tool called the Graviton Savings Dashboard. It acts as your central command center for visualizing your current Graviton usage and your future opportunities. It's located in the Cloud Intelligence Dashboard framework, and it leverages Amazon Quick Suite to provide clear, actionable insights. So it is designed for multiple stakeholders. For instance, a FinOps professional like myself who wants to track those cost optimizations, or developers who wants to compare different Graviton generation instances. It offers a comprehensive visibility across multiple AWS services, including Amazon EC2, RDS, Elasticache, and OpenSearch. So now that I've covered what the dashboard entails, let's review the benefits of these features. It offers three key perspectives: your realized savings, which shows you the actual value that you've already captured; your potential opportunities, which highlights how you could save more; and your detailed breakdown that helps you prioritize your optimization efforts. Now let's think about this as like your roadmap to cost efficiency. So starting with these core capabilities, we worked backwards from your needs to enhance dashboards even further. By listening to your challenges and understanding your goals, we've developed features that make it even easier to identify and capture your Graviton opportunities. So let me share 4 features that we have built. Starting with our summary view, it provides a consolidated snapshot of your Graviton adoption and saving status across your organization. Think of this as your executive dashboard, all key metrics at a glance. Next, we've added the Graviton generation comparison. Now, this feature helps you understand the Graviton version aligns best with your workload requirements, ensuring you're always leveraging your optimal processors for your needs. And the performance-based cost modeling tool, it helps with your actual usage pattern and projects potential based on real-world performance data. This gives you the confidence in your migration to help build compelling business use cases. And last but not least, we introduced tagging visibility, allowing you to organize and track your Graviton initiatives by project, team, and business units. This granular visibility helps you measure success and best practices across your organizations. Now, while I could keep telling you about these exciting features, I think it's time to show you exactly what they look like in action. So let's switch to a demo where Virginia will walk you through how these capabilities work together to give you the visibility that you need for your Graviton savings potential.
Okay, so thank you, Rosa. Okay, let's do another show of hands. How many of you are familiar with the Graviton Savings Dashboard? Okay, so it looks like we have some mixed familiarity here, and that's okay. Whether you're just getting started with the dashboard or you have been using it for a while, I'm going to show you some really exciting features of the dashboard today. And for those of you who are wondering how you can actually set this up, so stay tuned. I'll show you how you can get to those detailed deployment steps at the end of the session, okay? Okay, so in the demo today, I'm going to show you how you can use the Graviton Savings Dashboard to quickly identify your Graviton savings, how you can use it to maximize your savings by factoring in your performance gains, and also how you can use it to quickly identify those targets that you can use to implement those cost savings in your environment. So this is a recorded demo, but I will be walking you through it step by step. Let's get started. Let's start by launching the dashboard from Quick Suite. So what you have here is the Graviton Savings Dashboard, and these tabs across the top, they are your navigation points. So the Summary tab provides you with that big picture view, and the service-specific tabs provide you with more detailed analysis. So let's start with the Summary tab. Now the Summary tab provides you that high-level overview of your Graviton realized savings as well as your big cost optimization opportunities across these different services. So today, the dashboard supports EC2, RDS, Elasticache, and OpenSearch. And we are planning to add support for more services in the future. But looking at our data here today, it looks like EC2 has the highest potential for savings. So let's dive into that opportunity by moving ahead to the EC2 tab. Okay, so now we are in the EC2 tab, and let's start with the current usage and savings section. This section gives you an overview of your realized Graviton savings. And it looks like we are already seeing some impressive results. That's 20K in monthly savings, and that is just on your existing Graviton instances. But the interesting thing here is we are only at 26.3% coverage. So that means nearly 3/4 of your workloads could still benefit from migrating to Graviton. So let's see what that potential coverage increase looks like by moving ahead to the Graviton opportunity section. Okay, so here we are in the Graviton opportunity section, and it looks like we have a potential Graviton base savings of 61.5K monthly. And this is just from migrating to comparable Graviton instances of the same size and quantity. Okay, let's pause there. So I mentioned comparable Graviton instances, right? So the question is, how does the dashboard determine which Graviton instances to compare against? And the truth is, we are giving that flexibility to you as the user. You can use these radio buttons here on the top to switch between the different Graviton generations. So it can be the default, which is the next generation of Graviton, or you can choose a specific Graviton generation like Graviton 2, Graviton 3, or Graviton 4. And if you noticed, as I switch between the different generations, you can see that the savings gets updated automatically on these visuals, and they get recalculated. So this is really helpful in those situations where you are either, you have already tested your applications on a particular Graviton instance, and you know that it works well for your application, or maybe you are looking to standardize across one generation across your infrastructure. Each Graviton generation provides enhanced performance savings as well as better price performance ratio. Okay, so what we have been talking about till now is the Graviton base savings, right? So like I mentioned earlier, it is the same quantity as well as the same size. But Graviton actually many applications actually perform significantly better on Graviton processors. And we have seen between 10 to 40% better price performance on Graviton. So I'll show you how you can actually factor in your performance gains on Graviton. So we have introduced this slider here where you can use to input your reduction in normalized instance hours. So NIH is AWS's way of normalizing compute across different instance sizes. So think of it as one large instance is equal to 2 medium instance hours. So we started with 61K base savings, right? And let's assume that you are seeing a 15% better performance with Graviton. So let's go ahead and input that 15% into the slider here and see what our savings looks like. Okay, so you see that our total potential savings has increased to 103K. That is 42K additional savings that you can get monthly from the performance benefits. So you see here how you can use the dashboard to combine your base savings with the additional performance savings in order for you to get the total cost optimization opportunities with Graviton. Okay. So now that we've covered the potential savings, let's see how you can actually target these savings and implement them in your environment by moving ahead. You can use this Graviton savings detail table to actually target the workloads as well as identify those instance types that you can focus on to implement these savings. On this table, each row here represents a savings opportunity. And we have brought in all the key metrics like the account information, the purchase option, the operating system, as well as a simple, quick savings implementation effort estimate. You can also filter on all of these attributes on the top using the filters here, which actually brings me to another important feature of this dashboard, which is the filtering capabilities that it offers. You are able to filter at the table level like we saw right now, or you are also able to filter using the control options on the top. And there is one filtering option that I want to specifically highlight here, and that is the tag-based filtering. So the dashboard now allows you to bring in your own cost allocation tags into the dashboard, and you are able to filter on your specific workloads, BUs, or on those cost allocation tags that you use today to organize your AWS cost in your environment. So here as an example, we have brought in the environment, business unit, and the company tag. But these could be any of those tags that you use today in your AWS organization to organize your costs. Okay, so we have now also seen how you can target these savings in your environment, right? And while EC2 savings have been really impressive, you want to go ahead and target the savings across your entire infrastructure, not just one service. So if you remember in the beginning, I mentioned about the other service specific tabs. So let's take a look at it. Here, RDS actually factors in your database compatibility, and each service specific tab is customized for that particular service. Elasticache factors in your cluster configuration, and OpenSearch factors in your engine version. So it is the same powerful analysis with the same filtering capabilities and the detailed tables that you saw on the other tabs, but customized to that specific service. Another tab I want to bring your attention to is this Graviton Mapping tab. Think of this as your whole EC2 pricing reference, where we brought in all the different instance types across all different generations, platforms, purchasing option, and pricing model. And we are also bringing in the Graviton mapping adjacent to it. So you can use this to not only get a peek into how the dashboard is doing the mapping behind the scenes, but you're also able to access this information so that you can make more informed instance selection choices for your future workloads. Okay, so let's bring together everything that we've discussed so far, right? We started with a 20K impressive savings on existing Graviton instances. Using the dashboard, we saw what our potential savings could be. Then we factored in our performance gains and we saw what the additional savings that could bring. We also saw how you are able to narrow down to those specific targets to implement those savings. So each step along the way took us towards how you can better cost optimize with Graviton and how you can access these insights using the dashboard. So you now have these insights to turn you now have the insights and the tool to turn these into action. So when you go home from reInvent, I want you to go ahead and deploy the dashboard in your environment. And I want you to walk through it just like how I did today and see how much you could save by implementing Graviton and migrating your workloads to Graviton. So I also did promise that I would show you how you could get to the detailed deployment steps. So please go ahead and here is your chance. Scan the QR code. This should take you to our Graviton Savings Dashboard landing page. And there you would be able to see all the detailed steps for implementing this in your environment. We are also available at the Venetian in the compute booth. So please come and stop by. We are there to give you a hands-on demo if you would like to do that. And we are also there for answering any questions. We'll also be out here for a bit after the session, so you can ask us any questions there. And thank you so much for spending your time at this session. This was CMP352, Unlock Cost Efficiency with the Graviton Savings Dashboard. Please don't forget to fill the survey. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your reInvent.